It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
As we see a team who left L.A. take on a team who came back home.
It's the Chargers and the Silver and Black.
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They'll run it with Gus Edwards. He's got room to run right at the start. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Herbert to throw on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On the handoff, Edwards. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Marshall is on the move. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On 1st down, a run with Madison. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now with Minshew. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Dobbins. Now a 3rd and 2. Pistol here for Herbert. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over possession here at the 44.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Raiders offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Minshew. He completes it to Marshall.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Straight ahead, here's Madison. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run Abdullah. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Abdullah. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider 1st down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. This is caught at the 2. And he's into the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Minshew going for it all. That is caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. He connects with Disley. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Raiders got a strong first half performance out of their quarterback, Gardner Minshew. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll try and throw with Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Again, it's Madison. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Man in motion here is Tucker. To the air on third down, it's Minshew. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Throwing is Minshew. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. On play action, here's Minshew. That is brought in at the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll run with Madison. A dive, and he's in! Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Vegas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Davis now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Herbert now on 1st down. That one complete to Johnston. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert. That's to the tight end Hurst. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. Now Herbert again. This throw taken in by Hurst. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, LA.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Charger first down. Herbert to the air again. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Abdullah. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. A run here with Abdullah. And he'll get about 5. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Marshall is on the move. On the ground, Abdullah. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. They'll go here with Madison. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to look downfield for Chark. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.